I don't know if California's one. I know Washington's one where, the state can come in and basically take your kid if you're against gender affirming care.
Yeah, there's some nuanced language and around that.
Gavin also got questioned on the Shawn Ryan podcast about all of his nonsense as it relates to trans, and particularly as it relates to trans when it comes to minors. And here he is.
In the major thing that I hear the most is the kids. And I don't know if California's one. I know Washington's one where, the state can come in and basically take your kid if you're against gender affirming care.
Yeah, there's some nuanced language and around that.
What about for your values? I mean, is 8 years old too young?
Yeah, I mean, look, I now that I have a 9-year-old, just became 9. Come on, man, I get it. So those are legit. It's interesting, just the issue of age. As someone that's been so focused on equality, broadly, LGBT rights, particularly gay marriage. Mm-hmm. The trans issue for me is also novel. It's over the last few years. I'm trying to understand as much as anyone else, whole pronoun thing, trying to understand all of that. That was like the hell. I mean, all that stuff. I get it.
Calm down, Dave. Calm down. Okay, first off, just a slight critique of Shawn Ryan there. No, it's not gender affirming care. That's their Orwellian language for these things. The least affirming thing you can do is to chop off someone's genitals. That would not be affirming. That would be, let's say, disaffirming, at least, mildly prejudiced against the genitals. That's one thing, but that's a minor critique of him. It's interesting what Gavin says there when they say the quiet part out loud. Oh, so suddenly, Gavin, you have a 9-year-old and you're realizing that you wouldn't want a teacher to be able to tell your kid that they're a girl and then secretly treat your son like a girl and then have them go to a school psychologist and then the school psychologist recommend that they chop your kid's dick off and then suddenly your son is now your daughter, even though they didn't change their gender, and they're mutilated for life and will have all sorts of medical issues and everything else. It took you all of that time. It took you just till you had a 9-year-old son to realize that. Well, then you're either retarded or evil. In your case, I would say it's a perfect 50-50 combination of both. Well, it's retarded, evil, lizard. That's 33, 33, 33, and just 1% like pure demon seed from hell. That would get us to 100% on that. But again, and also it's just, and this is also why this LGBT, to combine these letters, is completely absurd. The march to equality so that every person in the United States is treated the same under the law is just. So for example, slavery bad. Every single person, regardless of their skin color, should be treated the same way under the law. To discriminate against people from legally entering a relationship that other people can enter would be discrimination. You want equality under the law. That doesn't mean you force places of worship, churches or synagogues or anything else to do it. I'm pretty sure they're not doing gay weddings over at Zohan Mandami's mosque, and I wouldn't force them to do it either. But the legal law of the United States, the secular law that we live under, should be the same. So they combined all these letters so that evil morons like him would be like, oh, we got equality, now let's move on to 20 other things that have nothing to do with